Welcome to the Spotlight segment. This is a segment dedicated to interviews with developers or interesting happenings in the world of Android. And now for this week's episode, here's your Spotlight. Moving along, let's turn on now to the Spotlight segment, and we're talking about Android 16 Beta 2 that dropped on Thursday, the 13th, right, John? Yesterday was Valentine. Valentine is the 14th. That tells you I celebrate a lot of Valentines, you know. I don't care about Valentine. But so we got that on Thursday, and not much in the way of new things. You know, they add maybe a thing or two or change this and move this here and there. The only one thing that I kind of probably like the most has to do with the widget that you can bring onto your home screen so you can easily switch profiles. For example, if you have a work profile or you have two different accounts on your device, it's easy to now switch to the one that you want from the widget on the home screen. You just bring it to your home screen. I think for me, that's the one that stands out. There's another one, right, John? The power button. You know, the one with the power button.
Okay. Yeah, so now they'll let you assign it to Google Wallet also, instead of if you don't want to go to camera when you double press the power button. But they still don't let you choose what you want to set it to. You have two options now, camera or Google Wallet.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if we choose what we wanted to do with it? But I don't know how many times have I used that thing for my camera. I haven't. And besides, I could just add a shortcut to the camera on the lock screen to where I could just launch it, you know, and the same thing with the wallet. But, you know, if one wants to use that hardware, it's there. And another thing, though, that has changed is we're talking about Google here. They're always constantly moving things. So you guys remember the extra dim of the screen was like in the accessibility area. It seems like they've moved it again to the display area. You know, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it sounds, from what I read, they're integrating it in with the actual brightness slider or something. I don't know if that's in the... I still haven't installed it, as you can tell. But I don't know if it's in the actual quick settings or if it's in the display settings itself. But yeah, they've moved it around, which, I mean... It's good. I mean, I think it should be in both places. I don't know if they've removed it from the accessibility settings, but putting it in the regular display settings does make it more discoverable for more people.
Yeah, I agree. That makes sense. So, you know, Google keep changing these things, but I think those are probably some of the most important changes with this beta 2 and all of that. And if you are jumping onto the beta, then, you know, you have it.
There's also the one that's related to enabling sensitive permissions when you are in a phone call. I think it's a good one for people who could be victims of scam calls. So it's important, I think, to have this enabled for those people. So the point is that right now, if you are in a call in this beta, I think it's live in the beta that was released this week.
Yeah.
So if you are in a call and the scammer, or actually the point is that you can't turn on certain permissions, like the one related to accessibility, to turning on accessibility services. And I think also the other ones that are related to notification access, I mean, not sending notifications, I mean the notification access, and also all of the sensitive permissions that now need the allow restricted settings thing that you have. You can't turn any of these on when you are in a call. And in this way, Google just tries to make sure that the scammer doesn't ask you to install an app like an accessibility service, for example, which is actually something that wants to make your phone inaccessible actually after a while. So it's an attempt to to let you hang up. After you hang up, maybe you will think again and and give yourself time before falling really as a victim. So yeah, I
like
hope that
maybe
this will help.
maybe even these people that would fall for this, they might, like you said, maybe they'll think if the person tells them, call, I'll call you back in 5 minutes, but what you're going to do while you're off the phone is you're going to have to do this, this, and this, and then I'll call you back, that they're going to be like, okay, this feels a little fishy now. You know?
Oh, maybe they will think that it's slightly complicated. They can do it on their own, so they'll stop. Also, this is a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will help some people in the long run. At first, I was like, this is annoying. It's just going to make things difficult. But then when I thought about it, I was like, no, this is a problem. Like, people are falling for this sort of stuff. And, anything that can help that is better.
And to be honest, did you ever launch or give any app this type of settings or this type of permission while you are in a call? I think that we don't do it usually. So actually, we shouldn't be annoyed by this. I mean, usually we don't do that. It happens, yeah, but it's not a big deal. You can just hang up and do it and then call again. If you are a regular user, I'm not talking about scams.
Yeah, exactly. It's not gonna affect us for the most part.
Yeah, the problem is there are people out there that fall for these type of things. It's amazing when you hear the type of things that people do. It's we sit here and we kind of, why on earth would anyone do that? But yeah, they do. And the bad guys, I give the bad guys credit in the sense that they're always thinking ahead of time and wanting to do something different.
Yeah, so they're going to come up with some great excuse for why the person has to hang up and call them back, right? So they're going to continue to try to social engineer, right? Is that what they call it?
Exactly.
Social engineer how to get them to fall for it. But at least it's another possible deterrent.
Well, how about the Samsung guys? You guys have the S25. I wonder if you got that update, the post-sale or post-shipping update that came through as well. I think that was that yesterday or was it on the same day? I think that was yesterday. Did it hit your device yet, John and Sally? I know you just got yours, right?
Well, for me, no, and my device is still appears like having December security patch.
Yeah, same here. Mine, I've not gotten an update yet. I've been wanting an update for a couple reasons. First, because I shouldn't be looking forward to this, but I'm hoping that some of these accessibility issues that I've reported in the beta are going to be fixed in an update. I was hoping they would release one before the phone was officially launched, but that didn't happen. And now that it's out, I still haven't gotten an update. But yeah, I've also heard rumors that it's still going to be in beta for 2 or 3 more betas for a few more months on the S24 series. It's why is that one so far behind? And are they still fixing things? I'm curious if they just kind of released this before it was ready. This is my hope, right? Because I want them to actually address, these bugs that I took the time to write out exactly what was wrong, make screen recordings. I'm kind of pissed about this, right? I submitted good feedback in the first beta, and then we made it through was it 4 or 3? It was months, right? A couple months, and nothing got addressed. So I'm still hoping that it will.
The rumors say that S24 series will be getting it in end of the March.
Okay, so I'm
in April. Actually, I read that it wouldn't be before. It won't be before April.
It'll be in April.
And maybe after April. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know why Android
things are always changing.
Android 15 is such an Achilles heel for Samsung for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like it's been a very difficult project. And yet, in the same breath, I think there's one mid-ranger that actually comes out with Android 15 out of the box. On One UI 7.
I've seen the headline for that.
Was
this
$150
Samsung phone is gonna have One UI 7 before your S24 Ultra you paid $1,600 for.
Can you imagine that? So, I mean, what are you telling the guy to dump off all
Yeah.
that moolah? That yeah, no, I'm gonna give more attention to, one less than $200 phone, and you're still languishing on Android 14. I don't know what the deal is, but
Yes.
these things are just kind of bizarre.
Yeah, so I haven't gotten my update. The other reason I'm looking forward to it, well, not looking forward to it, but I'm curious about it. I want to see how long it takes to install it, because now they're doing the same method that Google uses to install what they call seamless updates. And I want to see, air quotes around seamless, how seamless it is and how long it takes to optimize. I'm curious if it's going to take as long as my Pixel, because I still don't.
Yeah, I'm also
I'm not
super curious for that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of how long Pixel updates take.
Yeah, but actually, since I use a phone that has this seamless update, yeah, I didn't receive any like major software update. I just received security patches. But I can tell you that although my phone is a mid-ranger, but I'm not like when people talk about pixels and how much time they take. What? I don't have any such issue here. I mean, it's really quick to do the updating stuff. It's like you don't feel it. You don't feel like you are having anything to worry about. It's quick. It doesn't even let you feel like the device is slowing down or anything. So if it's the same on the, it should be the same actually, and it should be better. So I think that you will be pleased by what you will get. But as I said before, I didn't receive any major software update since I received the device.
Mm-hmm.
So this could have a difference actually, but it's good.
Well, it probably doesn't have a difference, because I can tell you from experience, like, it doesn't matter what you're installing on a Pixel. Even if it's just like a 100 megabyte security patch, like, it's gonna sit there and optimize for like a half an hour.
Are you serious? Oh God,
Yeah.
no.
Warren will
It
deny
doesn't take.
it,
It
but
doesn't take 5 minutes. Actually,
Warren will
it's
deny it,
taken.
but yes, I'm
Warren,
serious.
Warren will deny it. Doggone you, bro.
Warren, it takes few
Oh
seconds,
my
right?
God! Well, no, now let's be honest. It used to be very bad, but they've improved some. It's not going to be like 5 minutes, whatever. But it's better than what it used to be, because prior, my gosh, you probably could drive 300 miles. And you're still. But the whole thing though is to be able to use your phone. So while that thing is going on in the background, and I can see why it would take it a while, because, if you're using the phone, then it's trying to restart some processes and all of that, and it makes it take time. But at least now we all will be on the same page, because the whole idea is that if there's something wrong, nothing is going to happen to your phone. It should just revert back to whatever. But yeah, if you're wanting to see what is new and you're being impatient for it, yeah, it can be very frustrating. I usually don't pay attention to my stuff when it's updating. I'm just about doing my thing or whatever it is that I'm doing, so I don't pay attention to it. So, but if you are paying attention, it can be frustrating.